What's up guys, it's your boy Rupu, back with another video, and this time we're diving into the world of mind-blowing facts. In this video, you're going to learn some incredible things that will make you question everything you thought you knew. We're talking about stuff that'll make you go, wait, what? Like seriously, why do aliens from other planets eat coal? Why do they breathe in carbon dioxide, and what's up with the air quality index AQI in cities like Delhi and Lahore, which is sometimes hitting 200, 300, or even 400? Well, in this video, I'll also share an interesting truth about your enemy that will totally surprise you. And it's worth knowing. Turns out the value of your enemy is worth just 2 pennies, and there's more to it than you think. Let's dive in. Alright guys, so recently during Diwali, my mom brought home this Cowrie shell, right? And I noticed it was being used a lot in our home for rituals. So, being the curious guy I am, I asked her, what's the deal with Cowrie? Is it the same as 2-penny stuff people talk about? And guess what? She was like, yeah, you got it right. Turns out the word Cowrie has both spiritual and historical significance. Like, way back in the day, it was a big deal. You might be surprised to learn that Cowrie shells were once used as currency not just in India but across Africa, Indonesia, and even the Americas. They were like the OG dollar bills. Imagine that, carrying around pockets full of shells instead of cash. It's crazy to think about how times have changed. They were once a valuable form of money, especially in ancient times when coins were not in use. For example, my grandma told me that in Bengal during the 1940s and 50s, you needed a whopping 2,560 chorus to equal just 1 rupee. That's a mountain of shells just to get a single rupee. Can you imagine walking around with that many shells? And you know the phrase 2-penny stuff? Yeah, that came from the time when chorus were used in daily transactions. It's fascinating how something like a shell could once be more valuable than paper currency. It makes you think about the value we place on things, you know? Okay, next up, let's talk about those massive wind turbines you see spinning in the distance. You've probably seen them on road trips or maybe even in your own backyard. But have you ever noticed how much metal goes into the base structure? Seriously, it's like they use the entire stock of a steel factory. A single wind turbine uses thousands of kilos of steel in its framework. Why? Because it has to withstand tremendous pressure while spinning at full force, and we're talking about forces strong enough to rip apart a house. But here's the thing. These wind turbines are built to last. The turbine is designed to last for 20 to 30 years. That's a lot of force for something that big to handle over such a long period. It's like building a skyscraper that can withstand hurricanes for decades. It's incredible how engineers design these things to be both powerful and durable. It's like a testament to human ingenuity, you know? We can harness the power of the wind and turn it into clean energy, and we can build structures that can withstand the test of time. Now let's get real for a second and talk about taxes. I know, not the most exciting topic, but it's something we all have to deal with, right? Here's a curious fact about taxes that might surprise you. Whether you directly pay taxes or not, when you buy things, you're still contributing. Think about it. Every time you buy that new phone, those stylish shoes, or even that delicious pizza, a portion of your money goes straight to the government. It's like an invisible tax collector hiding in your wallet. Take for example a 20 lakh car. You'll end up paying about 40% in taxes. That's like 8 lakhs going straight to the government. But here's the thing that always gets me. Where does all this tax money go? I mean, it's our hard-earned money, right? Wouldn't it be nice to see a breakdown of how the government is using it? Like, are they building schools, hospitals, roads? In countries like Australia, they actually show citizens how their tax money is being spent. They have this whole system where you can track where your tax dollars are going. It's like transparency on another level. Maybe someday, even in India, we'll have that level of transparency. It would be awesome to see exactly how our contributions are shaping the country, wouldn't it? Chapter 4. The Incredible Hulk. Baby! Alright guys, get ready to laugh because this next one is hilarious. So I was scrolling through the comments on my last video and I came across this gem that made me burst out laughing. If a newborn baby is never allowed to change clothes, will their clothes rip like the Hulk? I mean, come on, that's a hilarious thought. Can you imagine a baby turning green and ripping through their clothes? But then I started thinking about it, and it actually makes sense in a weird way. As babies grow, their bodies expand rapidly in the first couple of years. They're like little eating and growing machines. So, yes, if you don't change their clothes, the fabric would eventually tear as they grow. It's the natural process of physical growth. It's like trying to fit into your clothes from elementary school. Not gonna happen. But seriously, can you imagine the logistics of never changing a baby's clothes? The mess, the smell, it would be a disaster. So parents, keep those spare onesies handy and let's leave the Hulk-like transformations to the movies. Chapter 5. The shocking truth about scientists. Okay, this next fact is a bit more serious, but it's something that needs to be talked about. It's about the challenges that scientists face in today's world. A study conducted this year in 38 countries found that nearly 1/3 of scientists quit their careers after just 5 years. That's right, 1/3 of brilliant minds leaving their passion behind. And it gets worse, half of all scientists leave their research jobs within the first 10 years. Why? Because despite their passion for research, many struggle with financial stability. They spend years, sometimes decades, studying, researching, and trying to make groundbreaking discoveries, but they're not adequately compensated for their work. They want to continue their work, but without proper compensation, it becomes impossible to survive. Imagine being passionate about something, dedicating your life to it, and then having to give it up because you can't even afford to pay your bills. It's heartbreaking. We need to support our scientists, provide them with the resources they need, and create an environment where they can thrive. Chapter 6. Delhi's Airpocalypse. Now let's talk about something that's been making headlines lately, the air quality in Delhi. A while back, a post went viral claiming that the AQI in Delhi had reached 2,000. While this made for sensational headlines, it wasn't entirely true. The AQI in Delhi did hit alarming levels around 700 to 800, which is still extremely dangerous. But if AQI levels did ever reach 5,000, like in extreme fire conditions, it would be impossible to survive even for a few minutes. Just imagine, during Diwali in Lahore, AQI reportedly reached a staggering 1900. That's a situation where the entire city would struggle with life-threatening air conditions. It's insane. We need to take air pollution seriously, guys. It's not just about wearing masks. It's about making conscious choices to reduce our impact on the environment. Let's work together to make our cities breathable again. Chapter 7. The Physics of Speed. Alright guys, time for a little brain teaser. Here's a fun physics question for you. I'm going to show you 3 different tracks, and I want you to guess which one will cause a ball to reach the end the fastest. Track 1 is a straight line, track 2 is a curvy path, and track 3 is an L-shaped path. Now I know what you're thinking. The straight line is the shortest, so it has to be the fastest, right? Wrong. The answer is track 2, the curved path. Even though it's longer, it gives the ball more acceleration, and as a result, it reaches the end first. It's all about physics, baby. This is the path we use for space shuttles to re-enter Earth's atmosphere as well. It's the most efficient way to maximize speed and stability. Who knew that a simple curve could make such a big difference? It's like the laws of physics are playing a cosmic game of speed. Chapter 8. Aliens, the ultimate what if. Okay guys, let's get into some serious sci-fi territory here. Here's a mind-bending thought. We all need water, oxygen, and food to survive, but what if aliens on another planet don't need the same things? What if instead of water they breathe a different gas or drink a different liquid entirely? The concept of life is not fixed. Just because water is essential for life on Earth doesn't mean it's the same elsewhere. In fact, life on other planets might rely on substances we consider toxic. For example, aliens could be breathing in carbon dioxide and exhaling oxygen, or they might consume elements like uranium that are deadly to us. The idea is that life, in its many forms, could function very differently in other parts of the universe. It's like imagining a fish breathing air instead of water. It seems impossible, but what if it's not? The universe is full of possibilities, and who knows what kind of strange and wonderful life forms are out there. Chapter 9. The Secret Life of Your Nose. Alright guys, let's wrap things up with a curious fact about your own body. Have you ever noticed that one nostril seems to work better than the other at times? Don't worry, you're not sick. This phenomenon is called the nasal cycle. Your body naturally alternates which nostril is more open, and it shifts every couple of hours. This helps to balance airflow and prevent the nasal tissues from getting dry or irritated. So if one nostril feels blocked, it's just your body doing its thing. It's like your nose has a secret life that you never knew about. It's constantly working behind the scenes to keep you healthy and breathing easy. So, next time you notice one nostril working harder than the other, just remember, it's all part of your body's amazing design. Outro, thanks for watching, and that's a wrap, guys. We've explored some seriously mind-blowing facts today, from ancient currencies to the mysteries of the universe. If you found these facts interesting, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe for more cool content. We're always on the lookout for new and exciting things to share with you, so stay tuned for more mind-blowing adventures. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates right when we upload. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.